Hello guys, good evening from Shropshire. Me and my family are actually away for the weekend, just on like a little kind of cottage break. We've brought the doggo. I always call Lottie the doggo as if you don't know Lottie's name, but if you've watched for a while, we've brought Lottie with us because next week my brother is actually moving back to university, so this is going to be like our last time all together as a family for a little while. So we have come to Shrewsbury, kind of like the countryside near Shrewsbury. Basically last year I came to Shrewsbury with Hencoe Wine Estate, which are like a winery and like glamping site really near here, and I just fell in love with the town of Shrewsbury. I loved it so much. It was beautiful. We just had a really lovely weekend, Tom and I was like, oh, it's a really nice area of the country that actually I've never been to before and I would love to go back, and I knew that my family would love it too, and I think we might go to their winery this weekend. But for now we have just got here. It takes about 3 hours. You can see my mum behind me. It takes about 3 hours from East Yorkshire where we live. We're actually pretty much on the Welsh border, but I'm going to show you where we're staying because I found this place on Airbnb just because it had a little bit more space. Obviously bringing the dog as well, I just thought this is a little bit more roomy, a bit more like space to go for walks and stuff than when I stayed at Hencoe last time. I definitely recommend that though if you are coming as a couple, but as a family this was more of like a whole cottage vibe. So look at how beautiful this is. We are staying in this converted barn. It has been made into 3 separate Airbnbs. So we have these 2 double doors here. This whole building is ours, and then this one here on the corner, and then this little one on the end with those 2 doors. And guys, it just has the most incredible landscape, and then to the right there is this massive vineyard. How stunning is that? So obviously, as I just mentioned, I stayed on a winery the last time I was here. I think Shrewsbury and Shropshire as a region is like a wine growing region, so there's a vineyard here as well. I'm gonna overlay some footage here of the actual like inside of the cottage when we first arrived, before we put all our stuff everywhere, before we kind of made a mess, because honestly it is one of the most beautiful Airbnbs I think I've ever booked, and I am pretty good at finding Airbnbs. Like, it is a hidden talent of mine. I always joke that an alternative career path, if everything goes a bit wrong, is I could definitely be a travel agent. Like, it is a hobby of mine to spend time just sitting on Airbnb, finding beautiful places and then booking them. So anyway, we're gonna head inside now. We've actually just ordered food, so we're waiting for that to arrive. Are you enjoying your holiday? Every time I turn the camera on, guys, she turns her back to me. It's like she definitely knows. There you go. Honestly, it's sort of like having a child at Christmas when you bring a dog on a holiday where they're like out of their own environment, because all we've done is watch her exploring everywhere that she's been since we got here. Harry is my biggest fan. Yeah. This is somebody else's YouTube that's logged into the telly. Thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Oh, that's not me. Who ever gone?
Molly the meatball.
Molly the meatball, same.
Sometimes we act like a fool, not aware we're troublemakers. Sometimes we try to be cool, not being givers, only takers. Stop for a minute, stop and breathe for a minute. Don't get over your head, try to listen instead, won't you? Think for a minute, who you wanna be for a minute. Don't get
You too can help yourself.
Sexy Rexy.
To Sexy Rexy. I've never heard of a plant called that, but I like it. Good morning from our cottage. Here is Mum, here's Harry, here is Dad.
It's only us here.
It's only us here. Where are we heading?
I have no idea.
Yes, you do.
Shrewsbury.
Shrewsbury. I think it's a very underrated British town actually, guys. I've been once, but the weather's looking good. Feeling optimistic. Lottie's so excited about being here, guys. We are in the Mondi Coffee House. Look at how insane the roof looks. Mondi? Mondi. Mondi. If it was a bee, it would be Bondi.
That's a bit done, didn't it, mate?
It did, didn't it? We are in the Quarry Park in Shrewsbury. Mum and Dad have both just got ice creams actually.
Quarry.
It's just the Quarry. I have been in here before, I've been to Shrewsbury before, but we didn't really get to explore that much of it. And I remember saying last time, in fact I'm pretty sure I said it in my vlog, that I wanted to come back here and look at Lottie. Having an explore, there's a big bridge behind me, you can see it there. Pretty cool. My family are just having ice cream chats because my mum can't eat and walk, so they're gonna have to stand still.
Okay, bridge. But green.
Tell me that's not been deliberately designed to look like the dress that Taylor Swift wore to the Grammys in 2020 or 2021. I think it was 2021 actually. I'm shook.
Sometimes we yell when we're sad.
Guys, we have come to Hencoe Wine Estate, which is where I actually came last time. So the reason that I came to Shropshire last year was to come here. They actually invited me and Tom down for the weekend. It was beautiful. We got so lucky with the weather, which I definitely think has made like a lasting impression. But it was so lovely. Like when I just came in through the door, the staff, I think because we spent a lot of time here and we ate here and we drank here, the lady that worked here last year still works here now, so she remembered me, so that was lovely. Just had a chat with her, and now we're sat outside on their balcony section overlooking a gorgeous view of Shropshire. I think also like the Welsh hills in the distance there. Really, really nice scenery. But yeah, we're gonna have some wine. I think Dad's maybe gone to get a food menu as well, so we're gonna see. We might eat here, but we might just have some of their wine. It is a winery, a vineyard after all. Lottie's just chilling. She's actually sad because Dad's gone inside to the bar to order, but look at that, guys. Look at that. Yeah, look at how she lays. She does look like a frog. So funny.
When we're afraid. Sometimes we smile when we're mad. And sometimes we wish.
What are you drinking, Dad? Zero alcohol beer. Zero flavour. Oh really? Do you not like it? Oh, that's okay, because that's why we bought the bottles.
Yes, just save some for later.
We're taking them back with us. I thought you were just gonna say Tab, look at that. I thought you were talking about yourself. Oh yeah, look at that car. Very nice. What I said was funnier. Guys, look at how beautiful Hencoe looks. This is the vineyard. Are you own the vineyard?
Yeah, we turn over about 16 million a year.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah.
Really?
I take home 2 million gross profit.
2 million gross profit, really?
That pays for the penthouse up there.
Oh right, yeah, sure. God.
She said this is the poshest thing I've ever done. And I'm going back to Leeds next week, and the contrast is vast.
I can confirm it is.
Yeah.
But it's okay, you can do both.
Yeah.
You can do both. Get yourself a guy that can do both. Or a girl that can do both.
You ready? First time.
Go on then. Oh. Nope. Hey, third time lucky. Third time lucky. I'm not cutting the others out. Oh, is this just getting a drink? Getting a drink?
Oh, she's emptied it. Does she want some more?
I got the big camembert sharing platter because, to be honest, there actually wasn't very many veggie things on this menu. We're in a pub called the Loopy Shrew. Actually, I think it's like a bar really rather than a pub. It's quite like modern, quite new. These guys were all super boring and got the exact same burger. So much so the waiter even commented on it, because I stand out like a sore thumb ordering this, but I obviously cannot have a burger and they didn't have a veggie one. Guys, last time I went to Shrewsbury, Tom and I went to this place which is called Planet Donut. You might have seen it in the vlog earlier. If you're ever in Shrewsbury Town Centre, these are some of the best donuts I've ever tried, and I've tried quite a lot. I'm not sure where they rank because I can't quite remember if I prefer them to Donut Time or to Joe Donuts in York and Harrogate, but like they're pretty good, and it's definitely worth checking out if you're ever in Shrewsbury.
From my window, sun's coming up like the day before. You're like a stone on my pillow. I don't make a sound when I shut the door. You don't have to wake up yet. We can spend all day.
Good morning guys, it is our final day here in Shrewsbury, Shropshire. I'm not really too sure, we're not actually in Shrewsbury, we're in a tiny little village. We've been staying in a village called Upton Waters, or Water Upton, something like that. We're actually leaving today though. We've just checked out, it's 10 AM and we're gonna head to a park that is like a third of the way home, that's name I have forgotten, but it's actually up in like Cheshire, so like we're going like up and then across, but I've forgotten the name of it. What's the park called?
Tatton
Park. Tatton Park. A bit colder today guys. I actually regret not keeping my jumper on. I had a jumper on this morning and then I was like, no, it's not like big jumper weather yet, so I put on this like fluffy vest instead. It is jumper weather today. It feels a little bit colder.
It's sweater weather.
It's sweater weather. Harry was like, I'm really enjoying the song Sweeter Weather right now by The Neighbourhood, and I was like, do you mean sweater weather? But you know what? It's fine. Guys, look at the size of that scone. Have you ever seen a scone that fat?
Hey, that's not scone.
Oh, scone's gone, scone's gone.
Whatever it is. Oh, I'm not very good at cutting in half.
That's a chunky one.
Like bigger than the other.
Yeah, there you go, help yourself, Dad. Just having a little scone stop. Dad's got a...
Jam before cream or cream before?
It's cream before jam and I won't hit otherwise. The cream is the butter. You wouldn't put butter and then jam on toast the other way around. Dad's got a shortbread, Harry's got a tiffin. I just had the remainder of my donut from yesterday, so I didn't really fancy a sweet snack, but I might steal some of this because that does look great.
That plane's going to Girona.
Girona? Where's that?
Verona. Italy, yeah.
Girona? Italy have Girona and Verona, surely not? We sound really stupid, I'll cut this out.
You don't have to do one single thing. You don't know how much I want you. Just looking at you makes my whole world spin.
I have beer.
He has beer and the Formula 1 on the telly. Not that you guys are interested, but they were also playing all too well the 10-minute version in the pub when I walked in. Not the old version, not the 5-minute version, the full 10-minute song. And I walked in and I went, surely this is a dream. Harry walked in and was like, surely this is a dream, the F1's on. And I was like, wow, we've found our happy place. And it is Knutsford, apparently. Mum's starting before I filmed it, but we have Sunday roasts. Dad's got lasagna. Harry has fish and chips. The last one. This is a Sunday lunch. Mushroom Wellington with like some other vegetables in here. Pretty good veggie roast. Do you think Mum and I got enough gravy between us? Do you think we like gravy with our roast dinner?
They never bring enough.
They don't. We just finished up having our roast dinner and me and Mum have come for a little walk around Knutsford town centre because this is kind of near, well, it's very near Tatton Park, so we thought we'd come here for like a pub lunch before we get back in the car and drive home. And Knutsford is so nice. Like I've heard of it before because my dad actually used to work here a couple of years ago now, actually ages ago to be fair, when I was quite young. But I've never been, obviously I wouldn't have had any reason to come. But now I'm like, oh my gosh, I really like this town. It's got so many cute restaurants. It's giving Beverley vibes, but like a bit bougier and a bit smaller and also like kind of a bit Manchester-y. It's definitely a Manchester influence of cool bars and like cool.
They've definitely got a lot of bars.
They've got a lot of bars, restaurants, coffee shops. It's just very cool. It's very nice. I'm not overly convinced that those candles are very straight that you're balancing on, so I'm sorry if this is a bit wonky, but as you can tell, I am now back home. It is actually Tuesday, so we got home on Sunday afternoon after we'd been to Knutsford. It takes like 2 hours to get home from Knutsford. It's actually not as far away as I thought it was. But yeah, we just had a really, really lovely weekend. It was very, very calm, very, very relaxed. Obviously, I did also, like if you follow me on Instagram, you will have seen I kind of wasn't online anywhere over the weekend. I'm sure that everybody, if you're in the UK or even if you're not, will agree it's been a very weird like couple of days, and I decided to just not post over the weekend because it kind of just felt a bit weird, but actually it kind of timed perfectly with being away. Like it was a very nice just detox, and even though I vlogged it, like to me that is not the same thing because like I wasn't on my phone, my camera is not my phone, like I wasn't scrolling, I wasn't posting. It was just like nice to just be like reading, walking the dog, flying the drone. I've said loads in this vlog, like I really like Shrewsbury. I think it's a really beautiful town and it has a lot to offer. It's somewhere that I would never have ever gone if I hadn't have been invited to Hencoe. But yeah, I liked it so much that I told my family we should go back, and they actually did, which usually I'm like, oh my god guys, we should go here, we should go here, and everybody's like, yeah, all right Molly, because like everywhere I go I usually love it, and then I recommend it to like anybody that will listen. So I'm very glad that my family took me up on that and wanted to go to Shrewsbury as well. But yeah, it was just a lovely weekend, very, very calm. I hope you thought this vlog was quite relaxing, easy viewing, good just family content. Give it a thumbs up, don't forget to subscribe down below, and I shall be back on my channel with a video with my brother next. I think I'm kind of a little bit like, I've got a few videos I could put up now because I kind of had a few days to get a bit ahead, but I think the next one's going to be the one that I filmed with Harry last week, so subscribe so that you don't miss that. Bye guys.